Hello, Mathmasters! This is Guidan. Today's video is on squares, square roots, and perfect squares. What are they, and why are they showing up in your middle school math class with only numbers and no shapes? This is a square. You learned that a long time ago. Now it's showing up in your math class looking like this, or this. Thankfully, you can take what you know about the shape and make the math simpler to understand. Let's look at this 3x3 square. You know the area of a square is base times height, right? The math is 3 times 3. One big concept is that your teachers are wanting you to switch it up and use exponents. So that would mean that the math would look like this. If you had 2 times 3, then that would mean the math is 3 plus 3. You're adding 2 3's. With 3 squared, it's similar, except it's 3 times 3. The 2 tells you how many times you're multiplying 3's. Let's make a table of numbers and their square. So, let's run down the list. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 3 is 9. 4 times 4 is 16. 5 times 5, or 5 squared, is 25. 6 squared is 36. 7 squared is 49. 8 squared is 64. 9 squared is 81. 10 squared is 100. The square of the number is just the number times itself. So we have our table of numbers and their squares. Let's talk about square roots at the 3x3 square. What is a root? Is this gardening? The root is the base of a plant, right? Well, the root of a square is the base of the square. So just like in base times height is the area, in the table, the square root of 16 is 4. 25, 5. 36, 6. And so on. Don't let newfangled math terms get in the way of your understanding. It's just that simple. I didn't say easy, but it is simple. While we're talking about newfangled stuff, let's talk about radicals. The radical symbol looks like a cross between a check mark and a long division symbol. In a way, that's exactly what it is. It's telling you to divide up a square into its root factors. Finally, perfect squares. This one actually is easy. Perfect squares are squares made up of whole numbers, aka integers. And the perfect squares are also integers. It's just that simple. The square of 4 is 16. 4 is a whole number. 16 is a whole number. The square of 5 is 25. 5 is a whole number. 25 is a whole number. What is the square root of something in between? Say the square root of 20. Whoa, not a whole number. Not perfect. So we've made our table of perfect squares and their square roots. I recommend you make one of these yourself. It'll help you in your math class and on your homework. I hope this video has helped you out. If so, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Please also click the like, subscribe, and notification bells to get more video content like this. Until next time, this is Guidan. See you next time, Mathmasters.